Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and we have a bit of a different video today. This is Phil Heath versus Arnold Schwarzenegger, upper body only. Now, what does this mean? We're just going to judge just the upper body, that's what it means. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now, I know you may ask yourself, but Mark's Max Muscle, why only the upper body? Well, come on, guys. It's evolution. The lag development alone is so much greater now that you can't really judge the two. I mean, come on. It would not be fair if they had the need even to have bigger lags back then. I'm sure Arnold would have achieved such greatness. He probably had some of the best quad developments of his time. So like I said, there was no need for bigger lags. But I always wanted to compare these two, I was interested, so I had this little brainchild to just compare the upper bodies. And as we can plainly see, this is like comparing a 2020 vehicle or 2019 vehicle to a 70s car. I mean, yes, the performance much more powerful in certain aspects now, but come on, look how cool the older cars and the older physiques are. This is a much schnazzier physique. Two different creatures altogether. I mean, yes, the Dr. Philip Heath, Dr. Phil, he has the conditioning. Look at the vascularity and the muscles in those arms. But when you look at the pecs, I mean, this is domination. Oh, wow, the size of the clavicle, that shoulder width of Arnold. Another domination, the structure, the bone structure. Arnold's 6'2" here. The Doctor, probably 5'9", not quite, I wouldn't even say he's 5'10". The Giant, you should call the Oak, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Giant in this matchup. I don't know, I'm not going to give a point to anybody here in the front. Relax to start any controversy. Let's have a look at the front double biceps. And I do not mind at all to start any controversy with this one. I would hands down give this one to one Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, of course, the conditioning, the thin skin, and I'm sure I'll get the comments, oh, you don't know unless you're there, conditioning is everything. No, it isn't. Not when the style and the lines of a man are just so much greater. Take a look, guys. This is a muscular physique in Arnold Schwarzenegger. Look at the lats, the way they morph into those pecs. You see that? The pecs and the lats just go together like a puzzle. And the swoops on those peaks of those arms are godlike. Godlike. Yes, Philip, he has those big arms, the forearms, and things of that nature. He's a colossus, yes. But style points, he gets nothing. The midsection, he gets nothing in this. And I'm getting nothing from it either. I get a whole lot from Schwarzenegger. He's getting a point. Ah, yes, the front lat spread. Not one of the Doctor's best poses at all. And of course, you cannot see Arnold's true conditioning in these old black and white photos, but we are safe to assume that the Doctor has better conditioning. He's a much more muscle-bound man. But my soul, Arnold looks so much better in this pose, much like the front double bicep, that it is not even in the same class, these two. This man, this Arnold Schwarzenegger, as far as the upper body is concerned. Now, you don't want to see the leg comparisons. Arnold looks very twiggy in comparison, and which is why I'm doing this out of the respect for the Oak. And I have to say, this shot of the Arnold in this front lat spread is so much better than the Doctor's that I would most certainly, I don't even care if I was fired as a judge, I would most certainly give this one to the Oak. Side chest, same thing. This is ridiculous. The shape, the difference of these two guys. And I'm sure there's going to be some Phil Heath fans that call me a Phil Heath hater, a Doctor hater, and an Arnold fanboy. That's not the case, guys. Yes, he has a couple more veins in the arms. The skin might be a little thinner. You can see the obliques a little bit more. You know what I see? A big round belly. Arnold, I see a skimpy little tiny waistline. And the shape is so overwhelming. Camera angle is a little bit different. There is this one here. My soul, no matter what way you slice it here, Arnold's side chest pose, so dominant over the doctor. Guys, these are the shape difference. The evolution has been so slow and gradual, we missed that they took the beauty out of these physiques. Look at this waistline on the oak. This is a physique. Imagine if we could combine today's conditioning and muscle mass with this just godlike stature. That would be the unbeatable physique. Even in this older picture of the Austrian oak, you can definitely see that structure is so superior. The Doctor, this is the 2013. Now, I went with this out of respect for Arnold. This is, in my opinion, the second best version of the Doctor. So it is no slouch, the 2013, a very dangerous opponent. Arnold is not scared. Arnold's tricep looks like about the same size as Dr. Phil's. Not quite maybe as striated, of course, the conditioning. But that gut, I mean, no, it's not a gut compared to any bodybuilder today. But you compare it right straight ahead with a 70s athlete, and these rib cages, these waistlines, these chests, just so superior. Of course, I definitely would give this to the Doctor, probably just because of the striations in those triceps. But I would mention it to him that you got to suck that gut in, Phil. Of course, that is when the Doctor would turn around and he would prescribe 2 rear lat spreads and then call him in the morning, because I got news for you. A judge may give Dr. Phil the overall victory just based on this here rear lat comparison, the rear lat spread. Unreal, the Doctor. I mean, yes, I was bragging up the oak on how good he was from the front, but this has been probably the most dominant victory here in the rear lat spread. Arnold looks like a boy. No muscle separation at all. Food for thought. This is the only rear lat spread I could find of the oak competition. And he probably had a better back development a little bit later on in his career. I think he did. But I still would say Doctor would always dominate in this pose. Rear double bi. Worst pose for the Doctor, a better pose for the oak as far as the back shots are concerned. And I'm not saying Arnold is beating the Doctor in this. I'm not saying he's losing either. Yes, the Doctor, he has that lower lat insertions, the thickness of the lower lat meat. But are we safe to assume that we are going to ignore that Christmas tree of the oak? I don't even see any comparison as far as that's concerned. Wow, I cannot believe the Austrian is doing battle. He's actually boxing with the Doctor in a back shot. This is a mandatory back shot, and in my opinion, Arnold's conditioning. You can see what I mean. This is the 75 oak. Earlier in the lat spread, I believe that was the 71 oak. So his back did get a lot better, in my opinion. So it would have been closer in the rear lat spread. Never who's going to beat Phil. But he could touch Phil. He could beat him in this. Rear double bi, perhaps. Very close shot here. The ab and thigh is just one more example of the aesthetics of a 1970s bodybuilder. And this is not Arnold's best pose at all. But here, into a head-on-head comparison with the Doctor, dare I say that the Doctor, he looks like his waistline is swollen. And it is not. This is the 2013 Doctor. Like I said, head to head with the oak, and I'm here to tell you, it would be all she wrote, upper body only. But I'm going to take this opportunity to show some respect for the Doctor, Dr. Phil. This is the ab and thigh pose, and this is why, right here, this is why it's a upper body only matchup, guys. And if you, for 1 second, thought that Arnold was able to box with the Doctor in the lag department, give your head a shake. Come on. This, whatever domination Arnold did to the Doctor in the upper body, it is double, triple, quadruple domination in the lag development. Do not kid yourself. There is no way. But that's not what this competition is about, so let's go back to the upper bodies. Of course, in this most muscular pose, I would give this one to the Doctor. If you know me and my judging, You know, I kind of throw aesthetics out the window as far as the most muscular is concerned. But the doctor, even aesthetically speaking, Arnold is not really dominating over the doctor. This is a photo shoot. There is this one competition. It's tilted thusly for Arnold. Look at the pecs, though. He is dominating in the pecs. Always will, always would against the doctor. But I would still throw this one to Philip. There is another one here, and I don't know. I don't know if this is a better one for the oak or not. I prefer him and the crab, but that hurts him even worse to go head to head against the doctor in the crab. I think it is just academic. Philip would always beat the oak in the most muscular, in my humbled opinion, that is. It is also my opinion that Arnold Schwarzenegger, upper body only, speaking without taking the legs into consideration, glutes, things of that nature, I believe Arnold Schwarzenegger did beat the doctor. He did overcome Dr. J. Phil here in this comparison. So, here is your winner, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He has dominated here on my channel. He has defeated Lou Ferrigno for the 70s finals, the Gladiator Round tournament. He has defeated Lee Haney, the champion of the 1980s tournament. Who's he going to go after next? He just defeated Dr. Phil at an upper body competition. Could he go after Dorian Yates? Ooh, what a comparison that would be. Or will he go back in time and face Sergio Oliva? Sky's the limit for Arnold. Hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of a different comparison, I guess. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I expect a huge influx of views for this one. I know I'm going to sound foolish if I don't, but hey, I'm a gambler. Why not? This one's going to do good. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. I forgot my tongue in customs. I apologize. Hit the subscribe button as well. Have a great day, guys.